Welcome back, Cancer. I want to invite you into my space. I have taken a break for over a year now, and I've been explaining that a little bit piece by piece in each of my readings. Yeah, I was just not able to focus on tarot. I've missed it. I haven't stopped watching it online. And yeah, I've had a lot going on in the work and career kind of school aspect, and I'm a little bit feeling this energy shift, and I thought, you know what, I'm watching a lot, let's start recording again while we have the time, so that's what we're doing. I want to go ahead and get started with your reading. I am only using 2 decks today. I'm using the Sacred Traveler and also the Archetypes deck. Now, I can't find my Rider-Waite deck, but I will use that in the future if I can find it, but we're going to use my well-loved decks today. So I see a lot of earth in your reading today. So you may have earth in your chart, or you may benefit from being outside. So I want to take these first 2 that I'm kind of gravitating on. You can see in each of these there's that kind of element of sunset, maybe like dusk, early evening. It might prove to be a inspirational time for you, but also in this card, this is like kind of evening light, like the first light of evening. So traveling lightly, this is a really great card. This is all about kind of like letting go of excess baggage, letting go of like emotional trauma, letting go of things that weigh you down. Could be physically, you could be wanting to like declutter your environment, but simplifying your life is definitely going to help you feel better during this time of solitude. Hopefully you're not completely isolated. Hopefully you're reaching out to others as well. You know, technology allows us to communicate frequently, and it's important to keep that, I guess, communication alive, but also using that time in solitude to kind of acknowledge what's going on inside, and in silence, you know, peace prevails. Like, we're often the most profound when we're able to kind of just like listen to our innermost thoughts and let that kind of guiding voice be the tone, like set the tone of the day and kind of just lead us along our path. What's important during this time, though, is that you are reaching your destination. You may not feel, you may be feeling a lot of thoughts at this time. You may be questioning what's kind of the right thing to do. But your light, actually, it's showing here to be very true to yourself. Your light is shining brightly. You are able to give off this, I guess, vibe of I am who I am, and I am reaching all of my goals. And it seems here that you want that happily ever after. You could be involved with someone who you're thinking of. Almost looks like a little thought bubble, even though it's not. It looks like a castle. You could be thinking about your environment, your space, like your home. The butterfly transformation. You could be transforming your space. In fact, this could be a part of your process, like digesting what's going on. But you are moving towards something new. I feel like is on the horizon. You're trying to reach a destination for sure. I mean, that's clear here. You're trying to achieve something. You're ascending a mountain. This could be like transformational change within yourself. But basically, the message of it is to keep moving forward, keep going forward, and try not to have that self-doubt like lead you astray or like stop you or prevent you from doing what you're doing, because clearly you are needing to travel light, needing to let go of those thoughts, needing to, again, stay grounded but remain optimistic. Again, it's easier said than done. You could definitely be interacting with someone with earth in their chart, or you could have that in your chart. This kind of like bubble here kind of reminds me of like just lightness, air, possibly. But try not to focus on the signs and just kind of take what resonates. Again, whatever you feel intuitively, I think that will speak to you in this reading. Yeah, just try not to feel so much of what's going on, which I know that's difficult for everyone. I definitely have felt like this ebb and flow of like way too much and then not at all. And so I think as a person without like too much water in their chart, I can only imagine like the water signs out there and like how empathic they are, and I feel the things for you guys. So it's from a fellow earth sign. All right, you are going to have an archetype. Let's see what we got for Cancer. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? All right, we have the Scribe. You could be very intuitively processing, I want to say, what's going on. You could be writing a lot. Ooh, you could be journaling. You could be typing up a lot of thoughts, kind of collecting what is going on. You could be emailing. But definitely you're creating something here. Like, clearly this person is like very inspired and they're in their element. You can see they're at home wearing a blanket. You could be cuddled on your sofa just trying to like nourish your soul. You could be reading a lot of good positive things. Taking in positivity at this time I think is key in this day and age. Like, not to focus too much on the negative as much. Like, really fill yourself up with the positive too, because it is out there. On the light side though, and like I said in previous readings, so the light and the shadow can appear in all of us, and it's up to us to decide like which side we want to take on. So for you, for the Scribe archetype, your light attribute is about preserving knowledge and information. So like putting into record what is currently happening in the world, or even not recording that, but recording like how you feel about it, or like what you intuitively think or feel, like what is happening in the world. I think that's almost like it's a gift. Like, to be empathic is to feel so much all at once. Like, it can feel like a burden, but then it can also be like an incredible gift. And then for your shadow side, so to avoid what the darker parts in us are like saying, or like what you might do, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So if you do borrow a theory, a concept, an idea, you see a quote, or you're wanting to emulate some sort of work of art or writing, or you're creating something, because I definitely have gotten that throughout this. Like, there's a new chapter opening for you. Just make sure that you're citing things and not just pulling from different people and not citing it or like giving them credit. Just make sure that you're just being a good person. I'm not saying that you're not. Yeah, so Scribe, that could be your calling if you haven't thought about it. So you might want to consider it. But I hope that you enjoyed, and please leave me any kind of comments below about what you'd like to see on this channel, because I'm open. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.